Hello, it is 1st of April 2021. I've just posted my March vlog. Well, I posted it a while ago, but I've just posted the thumbnail, just got round to it. And I'm sitting at my desk with my setup, which is not quite complete. This is my old laptop, which is what I used to do all my editing on. It's getting a bit old and slow now. And this is my new laptop, and I've shown you this before. And this up here used to have a monitor on it. It's an arm that swings around, goes up and down. The monitor used to be plugged into this laptop, but I'm ordering a new monitor because the monitor I had on it isn't actually compatible with my new laptop. It's got a different fitting, and it was old and knackered when I got it anyway. So I ordered a nice new monitor from Amazon, and it didn't turn up. I ordered three things. I ordered the DisplayPort cable, which I've got here, plugged into the back of my laptop, going nowhere. I also bought a doormat, just nothing to do with this, but I did, and that arrived. So the cable and the doormat arrived, and the monitor didn't. And 7:30 in the evening came, and then suddenly Amazon changed, saying it was delivered at 4:33, which it wasn't. And I checked the CCTV for the house, and it wasn't. So I've got onto Amazon, and one of their representatives is investigating, finding out where my monitor is. Because, yeah, I should have... The reason I want a new monitor is because this is not an ideal setup. This is not a gaming or computer desk, really. And I'm using a garden chair because my other one broke. But the problem is, when I sit here, I hunch down. I hunch down like this to look at the screen. I do it without even thinking. And I'm starting to get bad backache and shoulder ache and stuff. So I want a monitor which is eye level, like here. And this goes up and down. It does, trust me. There you go, goes up and down. So I'm going to stick a monitor on there. I've got a wireless keyboard somewhere, so over there somewhere. So I can type away on here. Go tap, 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 tap on here. Look at my monitor here. And then stop getting backache. But it hasn't arrived. So yeah, I don't know what's happened. The delivery driver said delivered it. He did not. He delivered the cable, which is here, and he delivered me my doormat, but no monitor. Right, here is the van arriving. This is from the CCTV footage from my parents' house, because that's where my packages are delivered. So here comes the guy in his van, and he sits in there for a moment before getting out. Right, he must just be doing some stuff with his gadgets, like saying that he's arrived or whatever. Right, okay, he's going to go around to the back, and we see him go around the back. Now, that building you're looking at there is a garage. It's very obviously a garage. It does have the house name on the front of the garage, which seems to confuse some people. So we keep meaning to get a sign for the house, because drivers seem to think that we all live in the garage. Anyway, you see him here, and it changes to this other camera now, and you see him going there. That is the doormat he's holding, that package there, and he's rummaging around. He goes out of view for a few seconds, and then when he comes back, he'll have the other package, which is the cable. So I don't know what he's doing there. I don't know if my monitor's in that van or not. You can't tell. Maybe the monitor's in there. Maybe he's spotted it and think, I'll have that. Maybe it's not in there. Maybe it was an honest mistake. Who knows? Anyway, you can now see he's got my doormat and he's got the cable. And for some reason, he completely and utterly doesn't even consider going to the front door of the house. The door you can see there is actually not the front door. That's actually a holiday lettings place where tourists come. The camera you're looking from is above the main front door, and it's obviously at the main front door, but you can just about see him wandering around the back of the garage. It's obviously not where we live. And then we go back to this shot, and he has a sneaky look in the garage. He sees that, yes, it's definitely a garage, and then he just leaves the packages there, not handed to the resident, and that's relevant. I'll show you why that's relevant in a minute, why I've said that. And then he goes off. So he's a pretty useless delivery driver, and now he backs out the drive. And this is what it says on my Amazon page. It clearly shows the cable and the doormat being delivered today, and it also says 1 monitor, parcel handed to the resident, which is a complete lie. And it also was saying up until 7:30 that it was on its way, and then mysteriously at 7:30 it said it was delivered at 4:33, which is the time you saw on the CCTV. So something really dodgy is going on there, and I just want to know where my monitor is. It is the 3rd of April, it's the evening. Right, so a quick update on the monitor. I got back in contact with Amazon because they didn't call me back, so I rang them. And basically the monitor that I've bought is out of stock, so I've got to wait a month, although it may possibly be sooner, for it to turn up. So yay! I've got new reading glasses, so these are my normal everyday glasses, and these are my new reading glasses. Everything up close is super sharp and focused, but everything more than like 2 feet away is blurry as heck. It is like really weird. So go back to these ones. So that's basically what's happening with that. And bit of a disaster outside. Right, where we live, because we live like in the middle of nowhere, we have a septic tank, not on the main sewage, and the pump has stopped working. Yay! So that basically means we can't do any water. I can't use the sink, I can't flush the toilet, I can't have a shower. I was going to have a shower, I need a shower. I can't do anything with water. I'm going to work tomorrow, so I can wash at work. I'll basically bring a towel with me and I'll wash at work, because I can do that. But it's not really convenient. I've got a ton of washing up in the kitchen. Can't do it. I can't do anything that involves water. It's not just my place, because my parents' place is across the way. Again, they're in the same situation, so they were separate buildings. You know, I've got my own tax code and everything for this house. So, you know, but on the same drainage system. So yeah, that's fun. So yeah, a lot of money to get that sorted out. But that's basically it, and I will update you on things when I get home from work next week, because obviously I go to work on Sunday morning, I stay overnight, come home Monday. Only got 2 shifts left. I've got tomorrow, then I've got the following week, and then I am out of there. Woo! And then I start my new job. Woo! And I don't have a start date. Yeah, so I've got to figure out when I'm starting my new job. But I'm excited to be leaving. I'm relieved. I'm so relieved. I'm just counting down the hours till I can get out of there. 2 more shifts tomorrow, and then the following week, and then I'm gone. So here is the pump. This is the state it came out of the drain. It's completely and utterly exploded. It's broken all over. No wonder it stopped working. If you watched my February vlog, I ended on a cliffhanger. Not really a cliffhanger, more of a question. Anyway, would the bee bombs I planted grow into wildflower? Well, it's now April the 6th, I think, or the 5th, 6th, something like that. Anyway, let's see how my bee bombs are doing now. Well, you can see I've got the daffodils, and I've got the tulips, and no bee bombs. Well, they've started to. If I stick my camera right in the mud, you can just about see some stuff starting to come up. So hopefully they'll come up, although we are expecting it to be like really cold tonight, so I hope that doesn't kill them off. Right, I'm going out to find a big tree.
I am now talking to you through my dash cam, so the audio is probably not brilliant, but it's clear enough to understand what I'm saying. I am now approaching the car park to where the tallest tree in England can be found. So this is actually not too far from where I live. I've driven about 15-20 minutes, so it's not too far from where I currently live. I only discovered this car park a few days ago, even though I've lived in Somerset for like over 2 years now. I've just never been down this road until a few days ago, and I was looking on Google Maps and I discovered that there's this really tall tree nearby, so I thought I will go there. There's a single track, so you can't drive too fast on a single track because otherwise you might crash. I believe this is the car park. Croydon Hill, Nutcombe Bottom. Right, no, I've never been here before. I said I've been here a couple of days ago, but I didn't actually get out the car. I literally just drove around and thought, oh, that would be an interesting place to explore. So that is what I am doing today.
It's freezing cold and I've no idea my way around. Little map here, not particularly helpful. Right, so I'm just going to follow this path. I do actually have a OS map of this area at home, so it's not particularly helpful there. I was hoping there'd be a sign saying this way to the tallest tree, but I can't see it. I mean, there's a lot of tall trees. Even if I don't find the tree, it's still quite a cool place to explore. Little fun place for the kids can play on there. Some benches down in the car park. We can have a picnic. In fact, there's benches all the way along here, so it'd be quite a cool place to come with the family. Obviously, when there isn't a pandemic, and it's a little bit warmer because it is cold and it is starting to rain. So I'm hoping my camera doesn't get damaged. Although this is the same camera I used going up Snowdon, and that was horrifically torrentially bad rain, and everything else got completely destroyed. But this camera kept working. It's not advertised as waterproof or water resistant or anything, but it managed that, so I'm not really worried about a light shower here, though I don't know how heavy it's going to get yet. Literally only like a minute has gone by and it's snowing. Yeah. It was like really heavy, but I put the camera away, folded up my tripod, and it started snowing quite heavily and hail. So I got my camera back out again, and oh, it sort of stopped now. But yeah, that was fun. I don't know the way to see this tree at all. I could either go this way, I turn the camera around, there's a path going that way, or I could carry straight on up this way. It's obviously not this way because that goes back down to the car park, unless of course the tree's that way. I tried looking it up on my phone to see if I could get some kind of idea where it is, because I found this thing on Google Maps on my computer at home. I tried looking on my phone. I've got no signal of any kind just here, so yeah, I can't look it up. So I don't know if to go that way or that way. There's no signage. There's like a little post over there, but I don't think that really helps. So yeah, I don't know which way to go to this tree. And I was looking at on my phone, because there's a bit of map left in the cache, and it shows there's a castle around here or something, but I couldn't get my bearings as to exactly where I am because it wasn't loading up the details, and I'm not getting any GPS, so I'm getting literally nothing here. So I don't know whether to go that way or that way. I'm going to try that way based on no information whatsoever. I'm going to only stick to the main paths because I really don't want to get lost up here, because this is a huge effing place, and yeah, getting lost would not be good. I really wish I brought my OS map with me, and what's the point of buying it if I leave it at home? I have no fucking clue which way I'm supposed to go. This is the helpful sign telling me what's what. So yeah, that's really helpful. I can either go this way, or I can go this way, and then that way takes me back to where I've just been. I have no idea. I mean, I remember J38, so if I'm trying to come back home, back to the car, and I walk up this path and I see a sign saying J38, I remember that I need to go that way, and then that takes me back to the main path, which takes me back to the car park. But I'm going to go this way, again, based on no information, no idea, no clue. I really haven't no idea. I would have thought if it's like England's tallest tree, that, oh, my phone just beeps, I might have signal. I've got signal, I'm going to try and look it up. Right, success. Okay, my tripod's on the ground because I can't bother to set it up. But I have phone signal and GPS. And it says on there, so you see you can see where I am and you see where the tree is. So I need to go that way, which is actually where I've just come from, rather annoyingly. But I do know where I'm going now, so I need to go that way. And yeah, hope I can find it. Alright, I'm actually recording my screen as I go. Little app on my phone, which came with the phone, which I never use. The annoying thing about it is that it has a little red circle to show that it's recording, which is cool and everything, but then you get that on the final result, which is a little bit silly. But anyway, you can see I'm now kind of moving in the right direction. So this is the large clearing, which you can see on the map, and yeah, I'm hoping to find this tree. I need to get down there, but I can't see a path that leads down that way. There obviously is a path that leads down that way. I'm trying to figure out how to get down there. It's probably, once I'm down there, it's probably really obvious, but that's generally the direction I need to head in. But there's no path. So I'm going to try going this way and then loop around. I don't know. I think when I very first left the car park, that path I went up immediately out the car park was totally the wrong way, and that set me off on totally the wrong course. I do believe I'm kind of going in the right direction now. I'm now going down a really steep hill, which I think will take me to where I want to be. I'll start recording my screen again. Right, so you can see where I am now, and I'm heading down an incredibly steep hill, and I want to get to the main path. I think I'm on the right path. First clue is it says Tall Tree Trail, and do you know what? It looks like I could have driven here because there are cars parked here. So there's 2 cars and a minivan parked here. This sign looks exactly the same as what was at the other car park. And it's actually a paved trail. So yeah. I don't know how I could have driven here. I have to check that out on the map when I get home. But yeah, I think I'm now going in the right direction. I'm here. I should point out that Google Maps thinks that the tallest tree is actually a little bit further down that way, but I'm quite convinced I'm at the correct tree because it's got this fence all the way around it, and as I will now zoom in, the tallest tree in England, 6,005 metres, measured in 2009, so it's quite a long time ago it was last measured. It's probably a bit taller than that now. And here it is, one epically tall tree. Now I suspect getting back to the car park will be a hell of a lot easier because I know where I'm going and I'm going to go the right way. As I said before, I initially went completely the wrong direction out the car park, so that made it a bit more confusing. But I'm here, I've made it. That was the point of today's trip. As you can see by the sign, I am at England's tallest tree. It's quite peaceful here. Not too many people around. There's a few families around. It's Easter Monday today, so there are a few families around. I'm not obviously filming the families. Like there's a mother and daughter just over there. There's a family up there and a family over there. So there are people around, but generally it's quite chilled out and peaceful. Cars are parked literally just over there. I can see them from here. So obviously you can drive up here. And this looks like a track you can drive along. Which is the main line you saw on the Google Map image that I was showing you. Alright, I'm going to head back along this road. I say road, I mean it's a dirt track road. So there's the tree there. There's a car further up that way. Car park is just down there, the little one, not the one where my car is. I've got to try and figure out how to get back to the car park where my car is, because obviously I didn't know about this one. I mean, I will one day explore further up that way and everywhere. And Exmoor is a huge place, there's so many places to explore, but it's friggin' freezing right now. I mean, for April, this is really cold. I mean, some Aprils can be really warm, but this one is cold and it keeps snowing on and off. I don't know for certain yet, but I think this might go back to the main car park. And I'll just stop moving so you can see it clearly. There you go, it's a much smoother path. That's where I just come from. That's the path over there, you can't really see it, but the path I was on is over there. So this was looking a lot more pushchair friendly. That's what I'm thinking about. But I don't know if it goes back to the main car park yet. I think it does. Not gonna lie, it's actually a little bit annoying how easy it is to get to the England's tallest tree from the main car park if you know where you're going. As you can see here, I've got the Tall Tree Trail sign, or Tall Trees Trail. Tall Trees Trail. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, this is the sign the path I've just walked along. And yeah, this is the car park here. And my car is just there. It's actually really, really easy. I made the mistake of going that way when I got here. Went up the hill. I went up the steep hill and then down the steep hill. You don't actually need to do that at all. You simply just park up here and then just follow this nice easy path around the corner and along a little bit, and then boom, you're at England's tallest tree. It's very simple. I wasted a lot of energy going that way, but it was all good. I was exploring. That's what exploring is. Sometimes when you explore, you sometimes go the wrong way, but you know, it's all good. It's all fun. It's good exercise, gets me up in the open. So yeah, I mean, I don't regret going that way. You know, I learned what's up that way. I got a bit of exercise, breathed some fresh air, and now I know to go that way.
No, you can do it. No, don't tell it lies. Just make it out of 5.
10 seconds. Bro,
Oh, no, you can't. I thought he was further forward. I thought he was further
JJ's
right.
not that far. JJ's pretty close, but...
I'm there! No!
He didn't come. He didn't come. Oh.
Hello, just a quick message. It's the 11th of April. It's virtually 9 o'clock, so I need to get going because I need to be in my car by 9, really. And it's my last day at my current job. Yes. So I'll be going in today. I mean, I've lost all interest in this job. I'm not going to deny it. That's why I'm leaving. That's why I'm going to a better job. Which I hope it's a better job. It's a little bit late now to back out. But yeah, I'm off after this. So going today, coming home tomorrow. Last sleepover. Joy. I'm kind of really excited that I'm leaving, but at the same time I'm kind of like, oh, I don't want to go in, but it's my last time, so I'm going to do my job properly, professionally. You know, I might have lost enthusiasm for the job, but I'm still a professional. I'm still going to do everything to the best of my ability. And then tomorrow I shall leave and I'll be gone, and then I really, really hope this new job works out. So I'll be calling them on Monday because I don't have a start date. I haven't heard anything from them in a while, so I'm going to call them on Monday, find out what's happening, and yeah. Back indoors now, I've got me monitor. I'll stare it up in a minute. So the guy was telling me that normally if an expensive item goes missing and it's replaced, then they would give you a 6-digit code to give to the driver to prove that it's been delivered and the driver hasn't walked off with it. But I wasn't given that code. I didn't know anything about that code. But in future, if anything goes missing and I need it replaced, I will insist on getting a 6-digit code, since it's their policy, which they didn't bother to tell me about because I was worried that this one was going to go missing. But here it is. I'm going to set it up and it'll be good, and then I can actually watch things on my computer, like play games and do stuff like edit videos without hunching my back over it the whole time. So here we are with my wonderful garden chair and my laptop, wireless cable, my old laptop held together with tape, and my new monitor, which is quite big. And because it's on this arm, it moves around. I can move it up and down, left and right, angle it. It's very shiny though, it's quite reflective. You can see that, which is a little bit annoying, as I have this great big window behind me. But yeah, it's good. Basically it means I don't have to hunch my back down to look at the screen. So it took me a little while to figure out how to set it to 144 FPS or hertz or whatever. You have to do it in the settings. I was trying to change it on the Windows settings, which is wrong. You change it on the actual monitor settings. But once I figured it out, it's good. Okay, I've turned it on, so you can see it. I've moved it a bit further back because it was quite far forwards before. That's the good thing about it being on the arm. I can move it around. It's my old laptop. It's got so slow now. It's ridiculous how slow it's become. It used to be really lightning fast. I used to be almost a bit cocky about how fast it was, but it's so slow now. It takes forever to do anything. A nice new one. Leader on. Hello, this isn't a state of the art anymore. This is getting on a bit now with the tech. It's only a 9th generation Intel GTX. Well, I don't need the RTX. What do I need RTX for? I occasionally play Minecraft. I'm not big on that or anything. I just use it for video editing. I don't need ray tracing for video editing. It's pointless. Today, I am at the Valley of Rocks. I'm at the car park. I paid for 2 hours. It's a pay and display car park. I did not know that. I did literally no research before coming here. So yeah, if you come here, there's a pay and display machine. So yeah, the Valley of Rocks, and I am indeed in a valley. And if you look behind me, yeah, there's quite a long way up there. So I'm going to look around. I might do a few scenic shots. Or not, I don't know, we'll see. This is, there's some paths going up to the top there. And then there's some stuff over here. I'm just generally going to walk around and see what's around. I've decided I'm going to go up this path. I think there's a little like cafe restaurant thing over there somewhere. I think that's where I was originally going to park. But I ended up going in the main car park. So I'll explore over there in a minute. I say in a minute, it's going to take me a while to get up this hill. It reminds me of Scafell Pike a little bit. Alright, so I'm climbing up the hill. I say climbing. The path is actually quite smooth. You can see that in the background there. And there's benches every few metres. So if you like get tired or worn out, there's loads of places to stop and just look at the view. That's the view over there. So I'm climbing up this hill here. I think the path will go up and then turn around and go up that way. So yeah, it should be a good view. It's not too steep. It looked like there was a steep path. I'm going on the easier path. But it's completely smooth, so you could actually push a buggy, or if you're feeling strong, get a wheelchair up here. Okay, so apparently this path doesn't actually go to the top. That's a different path. So this path, however, I'll show you the views in a minute. I just want to get around this rock. So, the rock is kind of encroaching on the path a bit, but it's called the Valley of Rocks, so that's the way down there. I can see Wales over there. So I'm just exploring. I don't really know where this path goes now. end up down there. I was trying to get to the top. Okay, this just looks like it's the coast path. I know that because there was a sign that said coast path, and it's a path, and it's by the coast. So if I look around, it actually just keeps going that way as well. So I think if I want to get to the top of this hill, all the way up there, I'm going to have to go back round where I've come from and then pick one of the other paths to get to the top. I think that's the only way I'm going to do it. I don't know if there's a way down there, but it's pretty steep. If you were to start going down there, you'd probably end up in the water pretty quickly. Okay, I believe if I just keep going that way, I'm just going to end up back at the town, which I don't want to do. Because I came here to look at the Valley of the Rocks, not head back into town. Because I was told that I could actually park in town and then take the walk from there, going that way to the Valley of the Rocks. Whereas I seem to be doing it the wrong way. I'm going from the Valley of Rocks back to town. So I'm going to turn around. But before I do, there are goats on here. Woo, goats! I want to try and get to the top of this hill, which is ridiculously steep. But I want to get to the top, and I think the path to get to the top is on the other side, so I need to head back round to where I started, more or less. I think that's why this path is so smooth, is because it is the main path from town, and it is, I say main path, the path from town, or a path from town, and it is the coast path, so it just keeps on going that way and keeps on going that way. I mean, the coast path actually, this is the southwest coast path, so this will just keep on going all the way through Somerset, Devon, Cornwall, all the way around, so I'm not doing that today. I'm heading back. There are actually quite a few people around. I'm not filming random people walking around, but it's quite busy here. I think in full summer holidays, there's such a long way down. I don't think you can appreciate just how far down that is. It really is just a really, really long way down. That's where I've just come from. That's the sea there. But yeah, it's just, I wouldn't like to come through here at night without a torch. You know, one false step and like, bam, you're gone. Right, I've come back around on the other side of the hill now. It's back where I started. So the car park is over there. So this is where I started out. I'm going to see if I can figure out where the path is to get to the top of here. I know you can get up there because I've seen people up there. So let's see if I can find out where that path is. This looks like the path to the top. That's the path I did take. I was hoping they would meet up, but it doesn't. This is the path to the top, I think. See how close to the car park where I started. Anyway. It's really weird. It's really hot and really cold at the same time. It's like the air is cold, but because there's no clouds, the radiant heat from the sun is warm. But yeah, I think whatever I wear, I'd be either too hot or too cold. But now, trying to get to the top of here. Hopefully I can make it. I mean, I did Snowdon and Scaffold Pike, so this little hill shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm just having a quick breather. I'm on a bench. As you can see, one bench. I'm almost at the top of the hill, but I just need to stop and get my breath back. I'll show you the scenic views in a moment. But yeah, you couldn't get a wheelchair up here. As I was saying, on the coast path, you could have a wheelchair along there. Not up here, impossible. Right, there's the car park where I started. And I think I might go that way. Or I might go that way. I don't know yet. That's where I came from. I'll probably go to head up this path here. Shame on my own. And everyone here seems to be with somebody. And yeah, I think if I was with somebody, it would be about 10 times cooler. But there you go. One day I'll bring someone here, maybe. Hope so. Down there is the path that I was on. There's some people down there for reference, so if I can zoom in on them. There you go, there's somebody. That's the path I was on. I was disappeared behind that rock. And yeah, this is where I am now. It's bent up there. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the top. I don't know if the path actually reaches the summit. So it looks like the path splits. It goes that way or it goes that way. I don't want to assume that one of them reaches the summit, but I'd like to think that you could get to the summit. But I don't need to reach the summit. This is good enough. I'm high enough to see the valley on that side, and I can see the sea on that side. I really need a much wider angle lens on my camera. My little camera I use in my kitchen, that's got much wider angle. That'd be quite good up here to get everything. I'll try and get it in with this camera lens, but it's not going to do it justice. Yeah, I'm just going to chill for a bit. The Valley of Rocks has goats. Now, rather annoyingly, I have to leave this place because my computer is in the repair shop, and I was going to pick it up on my way here, then basically just hide it in the back of my boot, and then I wouldn't have to rush back. But I actually totally forgot. I drive through the town where my computer is and came here, and it wasn't till I was actually well into Exmoor and I was like, oh crap, I forgot. So I need to now leave this place and rush back to get my computer before the shop shuts, because I want it back. Whereas if I'd actually remembered to pick it up in the first place, then I could just stay here indefinitely. I'd have no reason to leave, and I could just chill out here, go and check out that little restaurant over there, get some longer time lapses, just generally relax and chill and unwind. But no, because I'm a fool, because I forgot to get my laptop, I have to rush back before the shop shuts. I am about to go out and get my second Pfizer vaccination. Now, if you remember from my previous vlog, I reacted quite badly to the first one. I was in bed for like a week. So I don't know how I'm going to be with this one. Hopefully I'll be alright to get there and come back, because it didn't hit me until after I got home. I don't know where I'm up to in this vlog. I just know I've been recording little bits here, little bits there. And normally when I make a month-long vlog, I kind of stick it together as I go along. But I haven't been doing that, so I've no idea where I'm up to. I don't know what footage I've got, what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to lose. So if it's been rubbish up to this point, I do apologise. Have a second jab. They've changed the layout of everything here since I was last here. Last time I went in there and you go around and then come out, but they've changed it all. So they've got all this, they've extended the tent. My arm is starting to ache a little bit where I've had the jab. I insisted that I lay down again because I didn't want to pass out, and then felt a bit shaky, felt a bit sick. But I'm okay now to head off to my car. Actually, I don't need to wear this anymore. But I've got this craving for chocolate. It's like my body's going, I need sugar. I went to the little shop, but it was shut, so I need to find somewhere. I'll go to a petrol station or something. So I'm starting to feel a bit better now. Arm's starting to ache though. That's really starting to ache where I had the jab. And stung a bit this time. Like the first time I barely felt it. This time it stung a bit. I'm gonna go and find some chocolate. I just got this craving. It's like my body's going, you need chocolate, you need chocolate. So I'm gonna get out here, get the chocolate, and try and get home before I feel like death. I might not feel like death. I mean, last time obviously I felt like death, but hopefully I won't this time. Right, I'm just blabbering on now. just haven't had motivation to film anything. Obviously I had my vaccine. I felt a bit crap for about a day. Nowhere near as bad as the first vaccine. I've switched locations because the neighbours were talking louder than I was. Could probably hear them clearer than you could hear me. So yeah, I haven't had any motivation to make any videos. No one's going to watch a video which is just boring. It's just me doing boring things. So yeah, I mean, I've tried to go out to various places like the Valley of Rocks, and but I had to rush that getting back to get my laptop because I should have got that before I went there. So yeah, it's all been a bit boring really. Still waiting for my new job. The DBS isn't back yet. So yeah, there's nothing really to do. I mean, it's a lovely day, but I mean things are starting to open up. So you think, oh, I can go places, but while I'm between jobs, I don't really want to be spending a lot of money going exploring and to various different places and everything. I've got to save my pennies because I don't actually know when I'm going to start my new job yet. Then obviously it will take a while for the first pay to come through, so I'm sort of just taking it easy at the moment, watching the pennies. I tell you, it is a glorious day. There is not a cloud in the sky. I might go for a walk later. I don't know if I film it, and I can't film every single walk I do. It gets a bit boring watching the same thing over and over and over. I got a terrible headache. I had a terrible headache all day. I went to the opticians a few weeks ago, saying, you know, I wasn't seeing things properly and I was getting headaches. And she said these glasses are actually fine. They're the right prescription, but she did give me reading glasses using, you know, if I'm looking at the monitor, I do look at the computer screen too much. So I think what I'm going to do, because it is actually quite warm in the sun, I'm going to go for a walk. Just to town. I'm not going to bring my camera because I've shown you me walk. I've shown you videos of me walking through town loads of times. I might bring the camera down once they start dredging the marina, because the marina is like mud. They're going to take 2 meters of mud out, I think. That's a lot of mud. What I'm doing today is some work in the garden. So basically what we've got here, if I show you, this is my garden. This is a drain cover. It leaks a bit, and by that I mean gases come up, and it's impossible to get a replacement because they don't make this type anymore. And the lawn isn't very flat. It basically goes all the way down. So what I want to do is level it out. I was going to use turf, but I decided against that because the garden centre didn't sell any, and I thought it'd be cheaper just to get lots of mud or compost, go over it all, level it off, sprinkle seeds over. But for the drain, obviously you're going to need access to it. If you know what it's for, you'll know why. So what I'm going to do, I've made this, which is basically just going to sit over it, and then I'm going to put mud over it and everything. So when we need to get access, the whole lot should just lift up, and then you can gain access, and that will be good. Alright, here we go. A big pile of mud. That's why you subscribe to my channel. There's grass seed mixed in, and I put a bit extra over here because obviously there's grass around this which will just come through eventually on its own accord anyway. The only real area that needs the seed is here, which is why I've got an extra layer of seed on top of that as well, because that's where the drain is. Once this is all formed, as in grown, I'll obviously go around it with an edge cutter tool so that you can always see where the board is and be able to lift it if you need to get into the drain for maintenance. Now look at this end of my garden. I really need to do something with this. I did actually make a video of me making this a while ago, but I never edited it or posted it. But yeah, since then it needs a lot of work because I don't de-weed my garden very often. Here's a rose. I'm really gonna have to get in there. I planted loads of bulbs, but I think they all got eaten. It was a bit of a nightmare really. Yeah, every morning I'd find more bulbs have been dug up and eaten, and I think they just all got eaten. I had a couple of little flowers about this big, but nothing major. Woodpecker. I just I looked out the window and I saw it. I'm a bit shaky on the camera.